Jagersfontein community is still reeling from the mine dam wall burst that resulted in the death of one person and the destruction of several homes. On Tuesday, there were reports of another dam wall collapsing, but authorities say it was merely water overflowing over an embankment wall due to heavy rains. eNCA's Aviwe Mtila is in the area today, and he joins us now live to give us the latest details. Aviwe, I saw you a little earlier on showing the viewers that destruction at Jagersfontein. Behind you, is that a community hall where people are still staying?
It is a community hall, Maseko. This is where they'll be met by the Premier of the Free State, Sisi Ntombela. We do understand that's around 3 o'clock, where there will be detailed efforts that will be made by government when it comes to SASSA relief as well as child support relief. We do understand also, just a bit later on, Maseko, there will be a prayer session, candlelight session. Remember that there are still 2 people that haven't been found since that tragic incident that happened on the 11th of September that left devastation around Jagersfontein. In fact, I want to catch up with some of these people. As you'd understand, they've already come out in their numbers already in the community hall. A lot of them without their homes, Maseko, given the destruction. And I want to catch up with one of them, Tebogo Macheta, just to understand how he's doing. But Tebogo, thank you for joining us at eNCA. How has the events of the 11th of September personally impacted you?
Yes, it has impacted me a lot, because now I have nothing. What you see here, it's what I have only. I don't have a house, I don't have furniture, a house. Even some of my stuff that was outside my house, they are no longer there. So we've been waiting to hear what's going to happen, way forward, it's what. But at least our Majoro is telling us everything is going to be under control. Even though we don't even know when, but everything will be fine. So a lot of things have been happening, meetings, back to back. So we just have to be patient and see whether we'll get help or what.
Yeah, these tragic events, of course, happened weeks ago on the 11th of September. Where are you living? How are your living conditions now? What has happened? Do you still even have a job? You tell me you lost your house, your car, your furniture, your savings, basically.
Yeah, it's been 15 days now, if I'm right. It's been 15 days since the 11th until now. I'm staying somewhere. They've hired some houses for us, tenant houses, so that we can stay at different places. We are jobless. It's true, we are jobless because now the mine is not existing. They've put a working program on hold until further notice. So it has affected us a lot, sir. A lot.
Have you got direction on what's going to happen to your houses, given that they damaged? We saw it ourselves. It looks like a ghost town.
Like I said, it's been meetings back to back. Like today, even today, they are having meetings with the mining managers to hear what's the way forward. And Women's Settlement is also here to help with the RDP houses and such stuff.
And from today, I understand the Premier will be giving feedback at around 3 o'clock. What do you want to hear from the people, from the Premier, and more so, what are you going to say to the Premier?
Let me start in this way. I'm sick of empty promises. What I want affects only. The Premier must tell us about our houses, things that we lost and other stuff. They must stop telling us this will happen, but nothing is happening. Like I'm saying, it's 15 days now. We have nothing. We are still waiting. We are staying where we are not supposed to stay. You see, so at least if they can tell us that we're going to build your houses next week or next month, it will be something else.
Okay, so you want something concrete, Maseko, as Tebogo Macheta telling me that the only belongings that he has is the clothes that he's currently wearing at this stage. He's lost everything, his house, his savings, his furniture, his car, and maybe just one quick more comment on, have you been helped since the tragic events of the 11th of September? How's the intervention been?
I think the communication is rather poor. I'm saying this because of there was a second collapse again, but it took our leaders or maybe the mine management long to actually come to us and tell us, to the community, and let us know that is it bad, or should we leave the community? Should we find a safe space, or should we relax? I think that's the issue here. And the second thing is, the people that are still missing, they still haven't been found. There's no updates as to what are they doing. We don't see the agency like in finding those people. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, urgency in finding the two missing people. Of course, as we see the excavators on the ground, Maseko, that's really just digging up the sludge, taking them into trucks. I'm not sure if those are efforts maybe to look for the two missing, but communication is the one thing that they've been complaining about, lack of communication from both the government and the mine itself, and more importantly, what's going to happen to them given that they lost everything. They want to know if there will be rebuilt houses and how soon that will take.
All right, Aviwe Mtila live for us in Jagersfontein. Let's leave it there for now.